Guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we'll be working with extreme reactors and wireless power. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so we're going to work on some power today, and I did go ahead down here and work on a structure. I plan on swapping out all these cobblestone blocks so they actually won't stay here, but we're going to make a big reactor. I guess you could say a small, big reactor, or extreme reactor, I guess is what it's called now. But this is kind of the basic structure that I'm planning on making in today's video, at least with the minimal resources that we currently have. I think this is going to be the best way to do that. By the way, I also put a lever on here. You can actually turn this off, and whenever all the power drains out of here, it won't continue to burn any more fuel. So it's a good way to keep your fuel from dying out whenever you leave the server or vice versa. Also, somebody recommended, I can't remember their username, but somebody recommended me putting this on the glass and making it transparent. Great idea. I actually really like that. Looks so cool. But let's get on to making the extreme reactor. So I was looking at a few ways to actually get power, and I looked at deep resonance and I was like, well, there's kind of a lot that goes on into deep resonance, and you really don't get that much back versus the big reactors where you do get quite a lot back. And I'm planning on getting into some of the further on stuff in the pack, so I really want to get at least some decent power so we can start obtaining some resources so I don't have to mine so much. And that's what I really want to do. So what I'm going to need, definitely, is going to be these reactor casings. We're going to need to get the reactor casing started. We need graphite bars, which I've already got them pre-produced. You just throw some coal in here in a smeltery and you get graphite bars. And we're going to need some gold and redstone for a few of these. Now, I don't know how many I'm actually going to need, so I'm going to make 20 for right now. I throw all my graphite bars in there. And I'm going to make 20 for now. I don't exactly know if that's going to be enough for what we're doing, but I'm going to work towards that. So, putting the casings in there, we'll get 64, look at that, plus that 16 on top of all that. Perfect. So we are going to need a reactor controller, so let's make that. By the way, whenever, in this pack so far, it looks like yellorium is not a thing. I mean, it doesn't turn in, there may be a machine that actually produces that, but it ends up turning into the uranium ingot, which, I mean, they are ore dictionary the same, so you should be fine there. We're also going to need a redstone port that we possibly will use for later on. Actually, we'll probably use it in today's episode. So we'll take that redstone port. And then we're also going to need the power tap, the flux power tap. And we're also going to need the import and export. So I think we have pistons. No, we don't. So I'll make a piston. We'll need 2 of those because I'm going to make 2 of these. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I'll definitely need 2. There we go. 2 of those. And then I think that's about it. Everything else is getting the reactor set up. Well, actually, no. We need, we are going to need the fuel rod. And I think we need 2 of them. All right, let me take a look and make sure that 2 is exactly what we need. So yeah, we're going to have a spot for enough for 2 rods, and that's it. And that's going to give us, hopefully, close to 600 RF per tick. Searching big reactors actually works a lot better if you instead of extreme reactors. So yeah, let's get 2 of those. And we're also going to need a fuel rod controller. There we go. Bam! And the rest is reactor casings. I thought there was a mod called Swap. It's in here somewhere. I can't remember what it's called. Exchanger? Maybe? Yeah, Exchanger. So sneak right click on a block and select right click the blocks to exchange. Okay. Can we make one of these? Exchanger core. So like a wooden exchanger requires an exchanger core. Okay. What's the stone exchanger? Oh, it just tiers up. Okay. I see. So this one, that's a wooden exchanger, and we can make a stone exchanger by making another core. 2 more Eyes of Ender. I guess we'll stick with the wooden one for now. And see what that guy does. It does need some power, it looked like. It looks like it does a 1x1. Is that really what it does? Okay, it does a 1x1 and has a durability. Could that be changed? It says right-click on a block to exchange. Use the mode key to switch modes, which is comma. Okay, so maybe this one is stuck to a 1x1 though. I might want to take some blaze rod and actually crush that up and get a few more things here. I think I want to go up to at least a 3x3. That would make exchanging materials later on a lot easier. Bam, like that. I think that's plenty. That should work. Alright. So let's try this again. And to make the next tier exchanger. That one does a 3x3. There we go. Alright, so it says sneak right click on the block to select and then right click on a block to exchange. Okay, so like if I select this as a block. So if you place this down and I say sneak right click or sneak, wait, right click, sneak right click. Sneak right click on a block to select, right click on a block to exchange. Okay. It doesn't seem to be working. Don't know why, but it doesn't. At least not with this block anyways. Oh well, I'll tear this down. It was only here temporarily. Maybe I'm using that block wrong. I don't exactly know what I'm doing wrong with it, to be honest. But it should work there. Uh-oh, now I gotta find center. There we go. And so yeah, we're just gonna build out this simple structure here. Nothing big to it. It's a pretty small machine. There we go. Encase that, and then I'm going to have a reactor port over here. One over here. Redstone monitoring in the back. It's reactor redstone port. Uh-oh. There we go, redstone port, and then right here is the flux port for getting our power. I could put that on. I guess I couldn't put it on the top because I need the reactor control to go there. But I need the control rod to actually go inside. And that to be placed down. Looking good. Reactor controller right here in the front. Everything else can be closed up. So, pretty simple there. And it's complete. So the multi-block structure is done. All we need is to get some fuel in there. And we can do that through these ports. And this port is going to be actually a eject port. See, I can change it to make it blue. All right, so we can actually get some power flowing in there. Let's see. We should be able to use uranium. We do have a bit of that, and it should be pretty efficient with its fuel. And let's kick this on. Activate the reactor. It is going to burn pretty warm towards the medium. And we're going to be pushing close to 600 RF, it looks like. Yeah, 550. That's about what I thought we were going to get. And now we have a giant battery. Pretty much. This guy's a pretty large battery. Awesome. So that means we can hook up power to this. We can get power running along. I'm probably going to use the redstone flux ducts at the moment. But I was kind of wanting to get some kind of screen that I could use to kind of see some information about this reactor. So let me actually get into what I need to be in, my AE system. So RFTools, and we should be able to find another screen. There we are. a screen. And we already have the screen controller, so I'm not worried about that. But I wanted to see if the machine information module actually works with this machine. If not, there's other ways I can do, or other ways I can see things. But I am going to want a receiver. Redstone receiver, right? I think the button works with that, right? The button, right-click on a redstone receiver to create a channel. Yeah. So we need a redstone receiver. There we go. And I think I have just about everything for this. I'm missing redstone block. There we go. Redstone receiver. Okay. So redstone receiver is actually going to go in the back. I think that will work. Don't actually know. I could technically do it this way. Use my smart wrench. And break you. There we go. Now it will definitely work. And I'm going to take my button module once I make it. But first I'm going to see if this one actually works. So I should be able to shift click on here. It says machine information module is cleared. So I guess it doesn't work on this guy. That's my guess. When it says that machine information module cleared, guessing it's not working. Okay, that's fine though. Is there any other card? I guess a fluid. Let's see. A power card would be something to keep up with. So I could actually monitor the power. Energy plus. Okay, so this does 30 RF per tick. Sneak right click on a machine to set the target. And I hope this will reach. We're going to find out. We're going to see if the regular card will reach. If not, we'll upgrade it. I prefer not to use 30 RF per tick, though. And then we are going to need a button one. First, we're going to need a button, though. There we go. And I think that's about it. Because there's really not much else that I'd be able to use. I mean, the fluid I could monitor. But yeah, everything else I should be fine. Okay. So, perfect. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and click on these things. So the machine information won't work. But I should be able to click on this. So energy mod, or it says energy module cleared. Here, can I check that? Reactor, okay. So there we go. So I got these things set. Maybe these will work. Awesome. So let's set up some kind of screen. I guess over here will be fine. And what I can do is connect this, scan for screens. Now we got 2 screens. Alright, so that went in there, was not supposed to. Yeah, there's no information here, so let's put the energy and a button here. RF, we can name this Big Reactor. It says show the amount of RF. Format centered. Okay, so we got something that says invalid. Let's see. Let's try this. There's a reactor, and our button is invalid apparently. Oh, I need our button module in there. There we go. And we can set this to toggle on. Or toggle power. And our button will be toggle. There we go. And we can set that to bright. Make sure all our stuff's set to bright. Center that. And once this guy is full, we should be able to see more information about that. So, nice. Okay. So yeah, once it's full, now we have to go down here and I'm going to set this up so that way this redstone signal actually turns this off. So set from signal, toggle on pulse, I'll do set from signal. Yeah, set from signal and commit. So it should be currently on, right? Okay, no, it's turned off right now. So if I toggle that, then it should have turned it on. Yep, it's on. Okay. So there we go. So that is controllable now from this menu here. Perfect. So we can kind of see what our reactor is doing. We can monitor how much power it currently has stored in it. I don't think that this card will work with if I actually click on the power tap, because I think all the information it's going to show is just the power. But I can see, yes, this module information cleared. Cleared, yeah. So it doesn't really work with that machine, unfortunately. That'd be nice if it gave a lot more information. But it doesn't, so... Oh well. It says right here that it says it only works with certain machines anyways. So we have inventory. I was looking to see if there's anything else we could possibly put on here. And I really don't... Yeah, there's really nothing else. Nothing else we can really do in this case. So, we have our power toggled, which looks kind of nice. I wish there was a way to configure the on and off color, but there's not. So, it's either one color or not. And then for RF, color of RF text. I'm guessing if it starts going down, the color changes. Set that to green. Right? Probably bright green. So the text color is green while it's going up. And this right is RF per tick. Oh, cool. So we could have like different ones. Like we could have multiple okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. What's our other option? It says bar. Oh, so we have an invisible energy bar there. Okay. And I actually probably want to do the RF per tick, so let's go ahead and make another one of those. I actually kind of like that. And that works out quite nice. There we go. So we have another one. Keep hearing fireworks. I don't know if that's from nearby or what. But we can move this down. And put this in its place. So that's a RF per tick. And label this RF per tick. And we could change the color, but we could set to green, and that's a red. And that looks pretty good. So I could do power. And I think that works. What's center look like? Yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, now the only thing we can do, I guess we can enlarge this setup. Doesn't look that bad. So we have our RF power for our big reactor. I can actually change the background here. What can I change that to? Set it like this, with actual reactor casings behind it. How cool does that look? It's setting on reactor casings, so makes so much more sense. Okay. So wow, we actually got some power. Now it's going to be getting some power actually hooked to our machines is the other question. Alright, so now for the fun part of this. And that's going to be getting power from our reactor without using any wires. Now, I don't plan on, you know, having long paths of of leadstone flux ducts. I really don't want to do that. So, a cool way of doing this is using RFTools. And I'm using RFTools a lot. That's because I've learned a whole bunch about RFTools, and this mod is unbelievable. So, it's really cool. There's a lot of cool things in this pack, or in this mod, that allow you to do really cool things like this. So we're going to make a power cell, and just the base version of the power cell holds 1,000,000 RF. The more we go up, they're kind of like batteries, and then the more you go up, the more energy they store. But they do a lot more than just store energy. Now, if you look, we are kind of short on a few things, so let me go ahead and make a few redstone blocks here. And as you can see, we're probably going to need prismarine. Now, we can get prismarine from nether quartz, so let's get some nether quartz. And this does take a few shots with this stuff because it does use a little bit more than this thing can hold. So we throw like 32 in front of it. It's not going to do all of them. It is going to do some. I think that's probably enough. We got 11 out of that. As you can see, it nearly drains the whole thing. Yeah, there's not even enough power in there to convert one. Because it uses 30,000 RF to convert one. Which, as you can see, yeah. It'll be nice once this is actually hooked up to it. But yeah, this should be enough prismarine to kind of get us started. So get back into RFTools. Get back in making... We're going to make 2 of these power cells. We're going to need 2 of these. And I'm just going to use 2 for right now because that's all we really need. And then now that we have the power cells, we're also going to need a thing called a linking card. And we're going to need 2 of these as well. So, there we go. So we have just about everything we need. And you're about to find out how easy it really is to set up. This is not hard. None of this stuff is really hard. But we can drop down here, and I'm going to throw one of these onto our machine. Right here. I'm going to throw it right onto the power. Bam. So, we can click on here, and as you can see, it's currently not accepting power. So we can do is say all sides to accept energy, all sides to send energy. Let's do all sides accept energy. And that way it's working fine. Now, you can use this right here to charge items. But we're going to put a linking card here, and this is going to say unlinked. I guess I have to go back in. Now it says link to 11. If I put this card here, it's going to create an ID that's going to link it to 11. So if I put it in this power cell up top, you're going to find out that, bam, we can now transfer power wirelessly plus cross-dimensionally. This will work cross-dimensionally, so keep that in mind as well. So this guy over here has kind of been a pain because if this runs out, all of our navigation and information screens go away. So I'm planning on just taking this guy because we don't actually need him there. Can get rid of that. Let me throw this back on. Not that. I need my magnet. There we go. So I can pick that up. And I'll fix that hole later. But as you see, all my screens go away. That's why I want my screen controller actually over here. And what I can do is actually get rid of this, because I no longer need this there. And we can go ahead and put the power cell right here and set it to send energy out. And then put the link card right there. And it's going to have the same energy that this has down there. And then all I have to do is rescan on this, and all of our stuff pops back up. Perfect. So you can see on the red, actually I want to toggle, now that I see that, on this one, let's set that to have no bar. So that way we can actually see the energy a lot better. So bam, we can see that currently we are draining about 22 RF per tick to run what we're currently running just right here. So this is a pretty good way of seeing our energy transfer right there. It's just like using, I guess you could say, Ender IO. That's a good way of monitoring it. So this is actually kind of just like that. So, and it's also nice to have physical buttons to be able to push to turn things on and off. So yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, this is our wireless power transfer. I mean, there's really nothing else I could say. It works, and it works cross-dimensionally. And the cool thing is, you can have multiple power cells. So if you want to link another card here, you just throw another one of those cheap cards in here, and bam, you have more wireless power that you could throw over here and run. I mean, if you just want to run cables off this thing, you can as well. The max output, it shows right here on this current block, is 5,000 RF per tick, but it does upgrade. So there are upgraded tiers, and this right here I guess it stores 2 million RF. I thought it only stored 1 million RF. I guess it stores 2 million. Maybe they never updated that information. But yeah, you can see right there that I can actually monitor. I can currently monitor this by knowing that this power bar is going to be fully green when I know it's fully charged. So if I toggle this on, our reactor should kick back on and should start seeing our stuff go back to high. So whenever I'm not running anything, I'm probably going to shut this guy off. So like when I leave the server, everything's going to be shut off. I can actually probably put a toggle bus right here. Let's see, is there a toggle bus? Toggle, inverted toggle bus, ME toggle bus. Let's make an ME toggle bus. And I think I can set the ME toggle bus right here. Let's go ahead and break the cable. It's going to break our glass and everything. Set an ME toggle bus right there. And then hook our cable to that. And then hook our screen up to that. There we go. And we can set a redstone signal. Put a lever up top there, I think. I think a lever will work, right? Currently it's turned off. There it goes. So, this to turn it off. So actually what I should do is make an inverted toggle bus. And you do that by doing the same process we just did here. Except I throw it in here. And now we get an inverted toggle bus. And now that will be its on state. Cable. Power is on. There we go. Perfect. So now whenever I leave, before I leave the server, I'll be sure to flip the switch off and shut everything down. And we should be able to see that should that should really slow down our RF drain to literally just enough to run this screen here, which is about 4 RF per tick. And yeah, it's working pretty good. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving using different things, and using RFTools is really cool now. I never actually tried it out, so I guess the more I learn, the more you guys get to see, and the cooler stuff I get to make, I guess. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.